To whoever was watching this video, thank you for starting the upkeep of the Hawkseye website. As you probably know, it is built on the WordPress content management system, and I will be giving you a brief overview. So, this is the admin page of WordPress. WordPress makes it very easy to manage posts, users, media, and whatnot for Hawkseye to actively maintain their site. So as you can see here, I'm just looking at the pages of the site. So that's one of the parts of WordPress. You can create pages. These are all static entities, so like the home page, it never changes. Privacy policy will never change. Recent articles will never change. Whereas if I go to posts, for example, these are each of the articles. These are the more dynamic styles of things. Looking down the left side, you can see media, sports scores, pages, comments. Going down, you can see appearance, users. These are all the different components that WordPress manages for you. You don't have to build that system manually. WordPress helps handle it, which helps with security, usability, makes it look better, things like that. What you can manage is themes. So what we did is we built a custom theme. And let's just take a look. Going over to the home page of the website, we had complete control over managing how everything in this goes together, putting these articles in dynamically, and creating this page, putting these videos, whatnot in dynamically. So this is one example of a home page. You can have things like a category page. So if I click on opinions, you can get loaded into different articles of different categories. Which if I go back to the list of posts, you can see in this category section here, you can select what category the articles will show up in. Going back to the site, you can also have, say, for example, authors pages. So if I go, or first the staff page, lists all the staff, but if I click on myself, you get to an authors page and you can see them by that. So these are all just different ways that you're going to manage in order to make content appear on WordPress. So to see a little bit more on how this works, in your theme, you will be making template files for each of these different kinds of things. So there'll be a template file for when you're trying to display an individual author. There'll be a template file when you're trying to display an individual category, if you're trying to display the home page, or if you're trying to display an actual article, like this, for example. So to see a little bit more about how that actually comes together, this is the diagram of WordPress's template structure. It's a little confusing, so let's break it down. Looking at the left side, these gray things are the type of page that you're loading. And as you go to the right, these are the template files that that page is loaded using. So say one of the article posts, it's called a blog post. So if you see here, blog post, that's the page type, if you look at the key at the bottom. And then if you follow these arrows over, you look if there's a custom template, which we'll ignore that for the moment, or if you get to this template file, which would be called singlepost.php. In a later video, you'll actually see what these files look like and how they're loaded, but this is just an overview. So if you create a blog post, and back over in our website, when I clicked on this article, it takes me to a template that renders into this format. It takes the content and renders it in that single article template and makes it look like this. Going back to there. And if you notice, if you follow that over, if there isn't a single post thing, it just goes to single.php. If there's not a single.php template provided, it goes to singular.php, which you'll realize then, oh, page.php also goes there. So if one of the static pages you had over here worked its way through and didn't hit a custom page or something, it would also reach singular. And then the default for everything will be the index.php. That's everything falls back on. At least in current usage, this page should never be reached. If you reach it, there's an issue. So that's a little brief overview about just how the WordPress manages content. You'll learn how to get functions for the URLs to actually create one of these pages or to access one of these pages. But yeah, follow more videos to see more.